So this is my review of Da Vinci's Code, and Tom Hanks, everyone does a good job. Like the acting is really nice, and the cinematography is nice, and this is a very faithful adaptation of the book, in my opinion. However, that's to his detriment. Like it just bites off more than it can chew, in my opinion. So yeah, the best part of the movie for me is Silas, the white monk who is kind of like a secondary antagonist, right? He's like the assassin that you see in the beginning. So yeah, this movie, I don't think it's as good as Angels and Demons. In a big part of that is just Angels and Demons has better pacing, but Angels and Demons also cuts a lot of stuff out that's in the book. But I honestly think that was for the better. Versus this bites off more than it can chew. Like it does pretty much everything in the book. There's a couple things that are different, but it's pretty spot on. But I just think like if they could have streamlined it a little bit more, I would have been more of a fan of that. Because this movie is longer, but it feels like it has less action than Angels and Demons. Also, this is the theatrical cut, and personally, I think this one's a little bit better because the extended cut adds a couple of scenes. Like you get some flashbacks of Silas, which are kind of cool, that aren't in the theatrical version. But other than that, yeah, this movie isn't really that great. I'd probably watch it again. It's not horrible, but not a bad movie. I think I'm gonna give it like 3 out of 5 stars. It's perfectly watchable, and there's some entertaining parts, especially with like Silas. But yeah, this movie kind of drags a little bit in places, and it just bites off more than it can chew. Also, the extended cut's a little disappointing in the sense like it's not like there's a whole bunch of like violent things they had to cut out for the PG-13 rating versus the extended cut of Angels and Demons is pretty rough, right? So it's a little disappointing that the extended cut didn't have like more violence in it, like how the extended cut of Angels and Demons did. So I would definitely just stay with the theatrical cut. I don't really feel like you're missing out on that much if you don't watch the extended cut. Versus the extended cut of Angels and Demons is pretty cool because it's just a lot rougher than the theatrical version. So yeah, that's my review for Da Vinci's Code. It's 3 out of 5 stars for me.